Hey, it's Jaime Greene, the Solar Queen, coming live from my living room area. And today I wanted to make a video specifically about what is a true up. So for people who go solar, there is something called a true up. And I say true up because it's the time when the utility company settles up with the solar customer on either a monthly basis or an annual basis. And every utility company is different. So when you go solar, you want to make sure you understand the true up, how the utility company trues up with you. And what this is it's a settling of the accounts, basically. So you get solar power, a solar system installed on your roof. Um, Unfortunately, you do not have unlimited energy. Some people think that they get solar and they can use all the energy that they want. Hello, Doug Wing. Hey, I really liked your Henry Ford quote today. I thought it was really good. I just want to let you know that. So hi to Doug Wing. So solar energy is not unlimited. So when you get a solar system, your solar consultant or me, I am going to take your historic usage of what you have used historically with the utility company for a year, a snapshot of a year. If you are building a brand new house or you are moving into a new home, new to you, there are ways that we can calculate how much energy you need to plan for when you're having a solar system designed. So once you get PTO, not paid time off is nice, but permission to operate or interconnection from the utility company, you are officially solar powered. And that means net metering begins. So if you didn't have net metering, and your solar system is generating energy for you, you're only going to be able to use the energy that the solar system's producing real time at that time. There would be no credits being accumulated that you could use at a later time. Doug has a question. New construction, that was my next question. Yes, there are formulas that we use to estimate based off of square footage, energy efficiency, appliances that are electric versus natural gas, et cetera, et cetera. And we put it all together and we calculate the load that you would need to and how much solar power you would need to power that home. There's also ones for like electric cars and whatnot. So Doug, I know you're building a big home in Arizona. So that's how we do that. So going back to net metering, if you didn't have net metering with your utility company and you just had solar, which technically you can't even go solar in a lot of cities and counties, you need to be grid tied, and that's where the net metering comes into place, where the utility company sets it up so that you're grid tied. And a lot of the tax credits that are available, rebates that some states are offering, a lot of those require you to be grid tied. So a lot of people have these fantasies of going solar and living off the grid. And while that you can achieve very close to that with solar plus battery and storage, you technically can't when you are within a city limit. And a lot of counties, unless you're like in unincorporated areas, you have to go through hoops and all that stuff to become energy independent to the degree that which you are off the grid. So net metering is something that happens when you get solar permission to operate from the utility company. You have net metering, which means any excess energy that your solar system generates during the day that you don't consume immediately goes to the grid. The utility company sells it to your neighbors and to businesses surrounding you for a profit. Meanwhile, they give you a kilowatt hour credit. And that's so that it banks into your net metering account. Think of it like a bank account. You go to work or you do some work, and then you take that money that you earn and you put it in your bank account. Hi, Kellen. Happy birthday to you today. I hope you're doing well there in Georgia. I've been watching The Resident, and it's set in Georgia. Georgia. And yesterday on the finale, they were talking about Peachtree and Seventh is where this woman, the character on the show, if Glenn Morshar watches this later on, that was a cliffhanger of an ending. So hope you're doing well in Georgia. Yes. So going back to net metering, bank accounts, you put the money in the bank account so that you can spend it on your living expenses or whatever you want. It's the same idea with net metering credits. You are depositing credits. You're getting credits from the utility company that Kellen says, I know it's so funny when I see the Chastain exit. I love that show. It's so good. So good. This is the resident on Fox, I guess Fox station. And Kellen and I have a mutual friend named Glenn Morshar, who's an actor, and he plays the main character's father. So, and he's in other shows too. Glenn's great. Okay, so going back to net metering, it's so when you've generated these credits and they get banked into your net metering account, you are able to use them at a later time in the day or year. And depending on what utility company you have and what their net metering rules are, you need to know what those are, because some settle on a monthly basis, some settle on an annual basis. Some are set up that if you don't use them in that month, you lose all the credits that you've generated. And so there's different rules. Where I'm at in Northern California with PG&E, it is an annual true up. If you are a part of a clean energy agency, like Marin Clean Energy is the big one here where I live, Sonoma Clean Energy, East Bay Clean Energy, San Jose Clean Energy, at least in the Bay Area, we have third-party generation providers. So you opt into that, and it's a clean energy. So wind and solar power that's coming into the home, and then you pay PG&E for transmission and distribution charges. So the true up, if you are enrolled in a clean energy agency, you will true up with them likely on a monthly basis. And if you are over generating and you didn't use all of those generation credits, you will actually get a physical dollar, like your utility bill will be credited with physical dollars. So last summer, our electricity bill or our utility bill was like $3. And I think I shared it on social media. But the reason why it was $3 is because we're enrolled in Marin Clean Energy, and because our system overproduced, we got like $30 in credits. And so that offset our gas bill. So in the end, we paid $3. It's the same thing in the wintertime. If you are pulling from the grid, which we are, everyone who has solar is likely pulling from the grid or debiting from their net metering credits, they are going to, if you're in a clean energy agency, you are going to actually end up owing the clean energy agency money. So they true up every month, and it is for money, like dollars. So the whole goal, though, at the end of the year, when you get your anniversary PTO, is to net zero or come out ahead with a little bit of a financial credit. You won't really see that. You won't kind of feel that because it ebbs and flows, obviously, throughout the year. But when it comes to the utility company and being, if your transmission, distribution, and generation charges are coming directly from your utility company and not a third-party agency, you're going to true up on an annual basis, like most likely. Some utility companies, again, it's all on a monthly basis, which is kind of sad because if you don't use it, you lose it. And so those are the kinds of companies or situations where you have to really calculate how much energy you should get, and where you're positioned on the earth, or what latitude you're at. Because if you live in the northern parts of the United States, you're going to get like 20%, 15-20% less sun hours to make that solar power for you, and your curve is much more defined, or a steeper bell, I should say, in production than, say, places where you're in the lower latitudes and it's much more like where you're generating more energy throughout the year just based on the positioning you're at. That's very technical. I did not mean to get that technical with you guys, but the reason why I wanted to talk about the true up though is because anyone going solar right now and getting permission to operate right now with solar is going to start off at a deficit. So you're going to be kind of in the hole with your credits. Kristen says, hi, Kristen, have been wondering about this. PG does it annually. Yes, PG&E does it annually. If you are enrolled in Marin Clean Energy, which is a third-party clean energy generation agency, and you will know this by looking at your PG&E bill. It's like on page 1, 2, 3, 4, page 4. You're going to see if you are enrolled in Marin Clean Energy. And if you are, they do it on a monthly basis for generation, whereas PG&E will do your true up on transmission and distribution. So if you have questions, Kristen, you can message me or, you can let me know. I can't remember if you're enrolled in Marin Clean Energy or not, but they typically true up on a monthly basis. If you don't want to be a part of Marin Clean Energy any longer, you can unenroll with them. It's completely optional, but it's good. They're providing clean energy through wind and solar. So yeah. You will look it up. Good idea. Look it up and let me know. But if you have been seeing charges for Marin Clean Energy, or if you've been receiving credits, it's still at the end of the day, if your solar system was designed properly, it's going to still equal out to net zero or a little bit of a credit, at least here in PG&E territory, because I oftentimes will oversize systems at least 10%, because it's still cheaper than what you're already paying to the utility company when you go solar. So the true up happens on an annual basis if you're with your utility company. If you have a third-party clean agency, it's going to be on a monthly basis. But at the end of the day, like right now, we're all not generating maximum amount of energy, so we are debiting from our credits that we've been generating throughout the year. If you get PTO now, you're starting at a deficit. You will see all that level out in the summertime when you're producing the vast majority of your energy. Now, it's really important that you check your monitoring to make sure your system is generating energy. I met with a homeowner last week who has a very big true up, and we were trying to understand what was going on. And we were comparing her utility bill because you will always know where you stand with your true up with your utility bill. It should give you a running tally throughout the year every month. And so the way that you can reconcile how much energy your home is actually using is by looking at how much your solar system generated through your app. And then you're going to from there, you're going to look at how much energy you pulled from the grid where your true up is at, and you're going to see how much energy you used. This homeowner increased her usage by 75% from what her system was designed to generate for her. So she was worried that her system wasn't generating as it should have been. Now, for the first couple of months, it wasn't, but it should have caught up. But in the end, because the reason why there were some inverter issues that we needed to get taken care of for her, but looking at her and we're going to take care of that for her. But in her production, looking at her app, the solar system generated and produced exactly how it was designed to do, but yet she had a very high true up. And when I'm saying high true up, I'm talking her between what she pulled from the grid and what her solar system generated. She used all like I said, 75%, 80% more energy than she had used historically. So your system, this is just to let you know, your system has a capacity. And it's designed to generate what it's designed to generate. If it generates a little bit more than that, then that's great. But your power is not unlimited. The energy from the sun is unlimited, but You only have so many panels, and wattage of panels combined together is going to generate so much DC power that gets converted to AC power that goes through your home. So it's not unlimited energy. So don't think that you can just add an electric vehicle and the car is going to be powered by the sun, because that is not true. You have to be cognizant and aware of how much power energy you're using. And if you add a car, oftentimes a car, it's about 3.5, 4 miles per kilowatt hour if you charge it from home. If you get a hot tub and you add a hot tubs are going to use about 3,500 extra kilowatt hours a year. And that's equivalent to like 80, at today's rates, that's equivalent to like $80 a month just to power that. So if 3,500 times, I'm going to use 32 cents because that is what the going rate is right now for electricity. If you're on the time of use system, it's a $1,100 just to power a hot tub, which if you're going to get a hot tub, you might as well get solar because you're going to save so much money. Okay, you're on Marin Clean Energy. So you're truing up every month, Kristen, on your generation charges. When you get your true up with PG&E, it's going to be just for the distribution, transmission and distribution of your power. And those are the three ways that you're being charged, no matter, all homeowners. Transmission, distribute, all utility customers, not homeowners, because there's a lot of people who can't go solar because they either live in a condo or mobile home or a townhouse. Some townhouses and condos can go solar, but a lot of there's some caveats to that. But there are some people who just go solar because they live in apartments. They have shading and all that. So every utility customer is paying transmission, distribution, generation. Kellen says, I know I should know this, but are you just in California? No, Kellen, I actually can sell in Georgia as well. So if you're interested in solar for your home there, you just let me know. We can discuss that for you. And there's, I don't know if Georgia they might have some SRECs, which are state incentives, rebates for going solar. California, unfortunately, doesn't have those. Illinois has them. New Jersey, I believe Massachusetts, a lot of states on the West Coast or East Coast have SRECs. And that's just a lot of the reason for these SRECs, or we call them SRECs, is because they really are incentivizing homeowners to go solar. So not only do they get the tax credit, they get the rebate for going solar from the state. And for some, it's just like you'd be really, really foolish not to go solar. I'm almost ready. Awesome. I think I need it for my pool alone. Is it electric or gas powered or heated? That's my question to you. So that is, really, I just wanted to give everyone the heads up that a true up, it will happen every year, or for some every month. Check with your utility company to make sure you understand what your true up is and how it works. And if you need help with that, you can always reach out to me. The other thing is it's not unlimited power. I wish it was. I wish it was unlimited, because that would be really awesome. But our solar systems have capacity. And, a lot of people say, well, Jamie, why does my neighbor need 20 panels and have 20 panels and we need 30 panels? Oh, well, every panel has a different wattage. So that has one thing to do with it. The other thing is everyone uses electricity differently. So you might have someone that's very, very conservative with their power, energy, and consumption. And there might be some that just don't care and they use all the energy they want. Those people are going to be paying a lot more for their energy. So it varies. There's variance. And that's why not all homes are created equal, as is the homeowners that use the energy in their home. Like some people have heated floors. I wish I had heated floors. I am not handling the cold weather very well. And my feet and my hands are constantly freezing. And it makes me want to move to Hawaii or Florida or Arizona or somewhere where it's warm, even in the wintertime. So some people have different, appliances in their home. I'm like pointing to my kitchen's over there. We don't have a gas stove. We have electric stovetop. Some people have gas cooktop. Some people have heat pumps that run off electricity. Some people have gas furnaces. So everything's different for every household, which is why you don't really know until you have an analysis done and a proposal sent to you. And if you have 475 watt panels on your home, it's definitely going to take less panels than 350 watt panels. So this is a lot of solar talk, but I just wanted to talk to you about true ups, what to expect with true ups. Know that your energy is not unlimited, and to also let you know that if you're like Kellen and you're ready for solar, or you're tired of paying the utility company that's rates continue to climb. I looked at a true up guy. I'm not a true up. I looked at a time of use bill the other day, and I took a screenshot because I could not believe how expensive the electricity is now. For peak, for this homeowner, and they don't use very much, peak kilowatt hours rate is 32 cents a kilowatt hour. Off peak is 30.5 cents a kilowatt hour. So it's really only a 2 cent difference. Utility companies are moving everyone over to time of use no matter what. Up until this point in time, it's been you opt in or volunteer to switch over, and their marketing's really good. Their marketing is saying, you know, energy is more expensive from 4 to 9 when everyone's home, and it's true because they're generating the energy at the most expensive time of day, but you can combat that with solar. It's really kind of nice, and oversize your solar system so that you have enough credits to use during those peak hours. But the truth is, these rates are 5 cents higher than they were a year ago for just the tiered system. So rates continue to climb. Your energy consumption may not have increased, but your rates are, and if you've gone from tiered to time of use and you've seen a doubling of your electricity bill, maybe that's a little extreme, but a huge jump, that's why. So reach out to me if you guys are interested in solar. You can go to my website, JaimeGreene.com. If you're watching on social media, you can message me, or if you're on YouTube, you can go to this website and you can give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to learn about solar. This applies not only to homeowners, but it applies to businesses too. There are a little bit more that businesses might have demand charges that can be offset with batteries and storage. We can install EV car chargers if you have, because electric vehicles are coming, whether you are an adopter of electric vehicles or not. And there's a lot of financial benefits if you're a business owner and you get solar. So a little bit more than the homeowners, but homeowners, 26% tax credit all through next year. So you want to be thinking about this as soon as you can. So that's it, guys. I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday. It's a little rainy and dreary here, and like I said, it's cold. So I hope wherever you're at, you're staying warm and you're having a great day. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.